Another World is considered an adventure game classic. Back in 1991, it blew fans away with its incredible state-of-the-art graphics, its puzzles, and its memorable moments. Now jump forward 20 years, and it got a remake, so fans could relive the experience and it could be introduced to a whole new generation to try out. This was a kind of remake that didn't need to change much. Instead, it's the same exact game, just with a new coat of paint and less stiff controls. As soon as the game begins, you're treated to an opening cutscene that looks and sounds like an 80s music video. And to be fair, for its time, it tried to look as realistic as possible, just like a lot of today's games try and do. But more important than realism, this opening oozes a distinct style and personality that makes it far more memorable. If I'm being honest, I don't think that the new graphics are quite as appealing as before. Back in the 90s, this kind of cutscene was mind-blowing, especially on some of the console ports. There wasn't anything that looked like this, and to see these movie-like sequences done entirely in 16-bit really wowed players. The new version, however, doesn't quite have that same appeal. I mean, look at this dragon. It looks like something you could whip up in half an hour on Microsoft Paint. But to be fair, at least you can at the touch of a button switch between the new and old graphics to easily compare the two. You're thrown into a new world which immediately raises a lot of questions, a lot of which are never answered. But that's okay. There is a story, but it's kept brief, cleverly told through just the use of imagery. There's no need for long, lengthy exposition. This is a true adventure game, where it's up to you to figure things out, or use your imagination to fill in the gaps. There's a great use of both the background and foreground, giving the screen some depth. It turns from just running down a corridor to running through a real world, with stuff going on all around you. Its use of short cutscenes makes it feel like you're playing through a movie, something that inspired a lot of great games in the future. On the surface, it may look like just another platform shooter, but how many old school shooters actually took the effort to show you a clip of you picking up your first gun? It's a dangerous planet for you to be on, as almost everything can kill you. And it probably will, at least once, before you figure out how the game wants you to get past it. So get used to dying. I love how it says press action to continue, rather than game over or you dead. It makes it feel like you're meant to die a lot, as if it's the only way that you can learn what to do before you can continue with the journey. Failing and trying again is part of the adventure. One of your biggest helps is the checkpoint system. It's pretty generous as long as you're going the right way. If you think you're making tons of progress, die and wind up going miles back, then the chances are that you missed something along the way. Trying to get from one area to the next is strangely addictive, learning what needs to be done and then pushing on that bit further. This 20th anniversary edition's biggest improvement is that it feels less stiff than before. Some of the early, realistic looking games had too many sprites for a simple action like jumping, which just slowed you down and made it feel unresponsive, just like in Lester the Unlikely. Ironically, the main character in Another World's also called Lester. The gun mechanic's interesting, where if you hold down the fire button for about 1 second, you can generate a shield, and holding it down for about 2 seconds shoots a charged shot which can break shields. It sounds simple, but often the best mechanics are, and it can make for some pretty fun gunfights. Considering a fight may just take place in a straight corridor, it allows for a fun use of tactics, where you've got to figure out when to risk holding for 2 seconds, where to place shields. The combat is leaps and bounds above what you'd expect from a typical adventure game. Another World is a classic for a reason. It may not be quite as impressive in 2018 as it was in 1991, but still, it holds up. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.